calls after calls after calls. And these are moms, and these are grandmas, and I'm telling you, we made the wrong decision today. And we are voted by people. And when you're talking about, everyone's talking about stakeholders. The stakeholder is not the residents. The stakeholders are the goddamn apartment complex association. That's who we're listening to. That's who we're listening to. And I'm so disappointed and embarrassed to sit on this council today.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed with what happened today. I believe that it was a disservice to the people that have voted for us to be in office. I mean, I've been here now for almost 2 solid terms, and we've heard every single public session of people that have complained about what's going on, and I'm incredibly disappointed with what we did and how we voted and how the administration minimized the struggles that real people have. I honestly believe it's the pressure from the apartment association. I think that we are once again allowing large corporate entities to make decisions and not listening to the actual people that are experiencing the challenges on a daily basis. This was an ordinance that we put forward, or we started working on right after COVID, or actually during COVID, and it was not successful because we didn't have enough health inspectors at the time. But I think it's important to note, though, that this conversation has been happening since 2004. Our previous Mayor Parker, the creation of the Apartment Standards Executive Committee was created, but nothing was done with it. And then with Mayor Turner's administration, once again, nothing was done with it. I was able to get additional health inspectors, but that was it. No cohesive organization of how all of these stakeholders work together to make sure that people live in a safe environment. I worked with the administration to have them bring this as an agenda item, but they just kept on taking a long time. It wasn't getting done. Our community stakeholders were complaining and asking, still suffering in their environments, and so we did decide to bring it to Prop A, and then as you see what happened on council today, it got referred back to the administration. I'm concerned because once it goes to the administration, I think it's going to get watered down even more than it already has been, and so once again it's going to support more of the apartment association's recommendations, because no one's asking for tenants to be at the table. No one's asking them to be invited to their meetings. No one's asking for their, recommendations or what their experiences are. It's just the apartment association. And so, oftentimes we always pass ordinances are not perfect. We have to work through the process. I mean, if the mayor wanted to convert this to a pilot program, absolutely, no problem. We have to get something in place. And the distractions that we saw today take away from the intention of the ordinance. That's creating a group that would manage. ASEC is a consolidated group of all stakeholders within the city of Houston, having a tenant organizations on there, having a landlord position on there, and making sure that they have an opportunity to make the decisions moving forward.
That people think it's going to be real teeth, it's not going to be any real enforcement there. I mean, we want to put that forth for the community to show that we are trying our best to have tools in the toolbox. But if there's no citation, as the mayor said, what is the enforcement? No one is asking those questions. No one went for a 30-minute back and forth with every council member chiming in about how we actually gonna enforce this thing. With the 4119 emancipation, we said, oh, this is the first step. Right, when we have almost 4,000 homeless people, but we put forth 250 beds. Oh, this is just the first step. But we passed it saying, oh, we're gonna come back and add to it. We have to do better when it comes to our colleagues putting forth measures. Prop A was put forth to allow the voters to have council members be able to put forth items for us to vote on. And we as a body, for whatever reason, have so much scrutiny when it comes to our Prop A items. But when all these other items come on the agenda, 30, 40, 50, 60 items a week, sometimes we get out of here in 10 minutes. That has to change. So I'm very disappointed at the way that we cherry pick what we are going to have all this passion and emotion over just because it's not perfect. When we can easily be the body to amend after the fact, right? So her frustrations are my frustrations, and I think we really need to reflect on what we need to do as a body to push things forward when they don't automatically have to be perfect, but the residents are seeing that we're trying. Thank you.